3 physical symptoms caused by anxiety. Number 1 is tinnitus, or ringing in the ears. Now, this is a sensation where people are like, oh my God, something's wrong with my ears. It's like you can't even hear things correctly. There's like such a high-pitched sound. And you're like thinking, oh my God, when is this tinnitus going to go away? When is this ringing in the ears going to go away? You go to the doctors and they just like look at it and they do some tests and they're like, look, everything is fine. And so you may be wondering, why does it do that? So why does this happen? Well, when you're experiencing anxiety, something happens. It's called a fight or flight response. Now, this is an innate mechanism designed to protect you, because typically when we were anxious, it's because something was trying to get us, maybe a tiger, maybe a lion, whatever it was. And so what happens as a consequence is your sense organs heighten. Right? Your visual acuity becomes sharper, and your ears also start picking up anything and everything, because, well, what if something is the footsteps of a lion? So what happens as a consequence is you start experiencing weird symptoms and weird sounds. So the tinnitus is actually an offset of that. And now if you fix the anxiety, the tinnitus naturally ends up going away. Now, this naturally leads me to number 2, which is vision changes. You may get visual snow. You may get tunnel vision. You may get blurry vision. There's a whole bunch of sensations that happen. And you feel like, oh my God, is there something wrong with my eyes? Like, oh my God, my vision isn't there. These are my eyes. This is the most important thing. What happens if something's wrong? But again, just like how anxiety can create tinnitus, it can also create visual changes. Now, as humans, we're naturally very visually acute. Like, our vision is very good compared to almost any animal, really. And so naturally, if you're in this fight or flight response, your perception and your sense organs are going to be very focused on threats. And so what happens as a consequence is you'll notice visual changes. Now, here's the interesting thing. Again, if you just focus on the anxiety, all of this ends up going away. Leads me to number 3, which is dizziness. You may feel like you're getting 24/7 dizziness. You may feel like you're on this boat. You may feel like you may actually even fall. Well, here's the thing. When you're experiencing anxiety, a lot of blood flow changes as well too, right? Because the blood leaves the digestion and starts going to different muscle groups. One of the places it goes is to the head. And this is why when you are experiencing anxiety, you're feeling dizzy, you're getting actually a huge head rush. But most people think they're going to pass out. But that's not really how it works. In fact, when you're struggling with anxiety, you're less likely to pass out. These are just a few of the multiple symptoms anxiety can create. And if you really want to learn more about how to overcome all the symptoms, or you're concerned that one symptom is anxiety, get everything ruled out and then check the comment section. There's a bunch of free resources.